Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online, Facebook and YouTube on Iwer TV. In the headlines, an 11-month-old baby dies after choking on food. News outside of TNT, 2 Haitian journalists killed in Haiti while reporting on violence. News further afield, in the U.S., railroad strike and the economic damage it would cause looms closer as negotiations break down. And now the news in detail. An 11-month-old baby girl died after she choked on mashed potatoes that was being fed to her by her godmother last week. According to a police report, around 5 p.m. last Tuesday, a 43-year-old woman of Eastern Main Road, Manzanilla, was at home babysitting the child, whilst the 28-year-old mother was at work in Sangre Grande. All 3 are Venezuelan nationals. The godmother told police she was feeding the child when she began choking on the food. She said she called for assistance and the landlords came to her aid and contacted the emergency health services. Emergency medical technicians reportedly gave the woman guidance over the phone on what to do until they arrived. However, MTS were unable to resuscitate the child when they arrived on the scene. Bandits broke into a Shoguna's business place and stole 50 LPG tanks on Sunday. CCTV footage showed the 2 men wearing hoodies climbing over the wall to the Rampasad's Daily Essentials pharmacy and supermarket along Southern Main Road, Chase Village, around 2:20 a.m. The bandits cut the lock to the LPG cage at the front of the store. They then threw the gas tanks over the wall. The bandits also tried to pry open the door to the lottery center, but without success. Owner of the business place, Terence Rampasad, said organized crime is hampering businesses in the Chase Village, Shogunas and Freeport areas. He said it is expensive to replace 35 full and 15 empty tanks, and he will now have to fork out $12,500 to repay Ramco Industries Limited for the stolen items. News outside of TNT, 2 Haitian reporters were fatally shot and their bodies set on fire while reporting in a slum controlled by gangs in the capital, the second such killing this year. The 2 men were among 7 journalists who came under attack Sunday in the city Solil district of Port-au-Prince while investigating worsening violence in the area, including the recent killing of a 17-year-old girl. According to reports, the journalists were ambushed by 2 warring gangs. 5 of the reporters were able to flee the scene unharmed. In Haiti, gangs are said to have grown more powerful since the assassination of its president last year. News further afield, in the U.S., a freight railroad strike and the economic damage it could cause is getting closer and closer to reality. While 2 more rail unions have reached tentative agreements with railroad management on new contracts Tuesday, the 2 most important unions representing the engineers and conductors who make up the 2-person crews on each train remain at loggerheads in negotiations. If they don't resolve their differences, the first national rail strike in 30 years could start as early as Friday. Those engineers and conductors unions represent roughly half of the more than 100,000 unionized workers at the nation's major freight railroads. Without them on the job, those trains will not run, nor will many commuter and Amtrak trains that run over freight rail lines. Amtrak has already suspended some of its routes. Unable to reach a deal Tuesday, the heads of the 2 unions and the negotiators for the railroad's bargaining team are scheduled to meet with Labor Secretary in Washington today. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online, Facebook and YouTube on Iwer TV. Recapping the headlines, an 11-month-old baby dies after choking on food. 2 Haitian journalists killed in Haiti while reporting on violence. And railroad strike and the economic damage it would cause looms closer as negotiations break down in the U.S. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.
street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
Up next, it's the Queen of Talk with Aisha Wells.
The Diamond Jubilee Calypso Monarch. Our 60th Independence celebrations continue with the Diamond Jubilee Calypso Monarch competition. Come out and see TNT's Calypso Heavyweights vie for the grand prize of $200,000. Look out for the semifinals on September 17th at Naparima Bowl, San Fernando, and the finals on September 25th at the Grandstand, Queens Park, Savannah. Who will take the crown of the Diamond Jubilee Calypso Monarch? For more info, contact the Tuco head office at 623-9660 or follow us at Forging Forward TT on Facebook and Instagram. The Diamond Jubilee Calypso Monarch.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinau Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Good, that boat I'm looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat I look like it as well.
Going out and bad in the people better we cause them trouble.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I shall hear from heaven, and will forgive their sin, and will heal their land.
Because they're coming on the nation. Everybody frightened, they're running for cover. No respecter of persons, them bandit, them killer. They're raping and looting, they're killing you dead. Nobody escaping, booyaka, bullet in your head. Oh, my country, overnight, get so angry, on uptight. I search out the answer, and this is what I discover. Or you push the creator out, you didn't want the name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum, no knowledge of God for your children. Bandits, their mind have nothing in it but oath and AIDS and CXC, but no knowledge of the Almighty. Just because you push the Creator out, you didn't want the name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum, you live in the fruits of your actions. So tell Yeah. Every generation that comes is nothing more than a reproduction of the one gone before. All your double standards and your false value, they come back and catch you off guard and confusing you. What you're seeing is yourself manifesting, nothing else. Check the children performance, then look deep in your conscience. You go see, all you push the creator out. You didn't want the name in your mouth. So you're taking out of the school curriculum the knowledge of God for your children. Look around you, all you have is teenage bandits. They might have no...
So how you doing, Trinidad and Tobago?
No knowledge of the Almighty.
Good afternoon to those of you locking us down first and foremost on YouTube. Big up all my YouTubers on the inside. All 153 of you.
So tell me,
Diane Payne, Rudy, Trudy, Al, Ken, Flonders, Shadeli, Trevor, how you doing? Deanne, Joan Williams, Elizabeth Edwards. Good afternoon to Reformist TT, to Yvette McPhee, and of course the entire crew like Joan Williams and the others that's locking me down on YouTube right now. Big up all your whole self. Everybody just locking me down on YouTube, big up yourself. Let me say good afternoon, pleasant good afternoon to the crews locking me down right now on Facebook. Facebookers, I see you. Yeah, the live billing nice. Good afternoon to Dector Permel, to Charles Seeley, Joycelyn. Good afternoon to you, Love, and Janet Armstrong. I know Maria Lyons, Ashford Leggett-Son. The whole crew down there already are talking about Eric, Mr. Bago. And my entire team does be out and bad on the live. I see you, Beirut. How you doing? And Dean, how you doing? Pleasant afternoon to you. So before we jump into it, I have a few announcements. First announcement is today is my cousin's birthday, Keon Waldron. He is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, cuzzy. Big up your whole self on your birthday. Hope you have an awesome day today. You get your heart's desires. And I hope you live to see many, many more. Coming out from the entire Wells family, including your mother, Ava Wells, and your Uncle Marlon Wells. Yeah, so big up your whole self, cuz. We love you. I also want to say good day to Altia. Altia is a listener to this program from the Shogunas area. I met her daughter today at the bank. And she said, listen, you don't know me, but I know you real good. Well, you know, I spin wrong. Because once you tell me that you could only know me if I say something about you on the radio and I was afraid people meet me in the road and bust my head, or if I was with your man, either way, afraid bust head. So when she said that, I spin wrong now, and who's this? She said, no, nothing bad. My mother listens to you religiously every single day, like seriously. And I just had to let you know. I said, okay, tell mommy. I say, thank you so much. She is so sweet. Thanks, Mom. Thank you so much for being a supporter. Thank you for being a fan. And we took a picture today for her mom. Yes, I know she's locked on and listening. She don't miss her show. She say anytime them grandchildren change she radio, just be back and all in the house, you know. She's feel like she can't sleep if she ain't hear you. So thank you so much, Altia, for that support. Before we go any further, I want to tell the people of Tobago, Bago Bashment is getting ready to be the official carnival radio station out there. Bago Bashment is locked on every single day from 4 to 7 when I, the Queen of Talk, is on radio. Now, Bago Bashment is a sole entity on its own. Don't really affiliate much with Trinidad. Bago Bashment does do the thing. But Bago Bashment streams my program live. Yeah. My program is officially a national program. We live in Tobago and we live in Trinidad. So it is my duty to tell the Tobagonians that the Embassy Cruises is coming. Bago Bashment presents Tobago Carnival Boat Ride Week. It's from the 24th to the 30th of October 2022, and tickets are just 200 TT at islandtickets.com and the Street 919 office at Spence Plaza in Crown Point. It's a walk with your food and cooler event. So this is the official calendar here. From the 24th, there is pan on the boat from 12 to 4 p.m. Mind you, I will be there. Yeah. That boat can't sail without me. I is the captain. I is the first mate on that boat. So, from the 24th, we're doing pan on the boat from 12 to 4. So, come and get introduced to the whole team and the staff on board the boat. On the 25th, it's Kaiso on the boat from 12 to 4 and 6 to 10. That's 2 rides I'm talking about. 12 to 4 and 6 to 10. You do not want to miss the rides on the 25th. And then it's chutney on the boat from 12 to 4 p.m. and 6 to 10. Them chutney people does have they self at time when you see they board our boat. And if you think boat rides just be lit in Trinidad, try being on a boat ride in the Tobago waters. That water nice and blue. You're seeing dolphin passing by the boat. Look, let me continue. So it's water on the boat, jump in the water, take a bathe, jump. Yeah, it's a water, jump in the water, take a bathe kind of thing from 12 to 4 and 6 to 10 on the 27th. You don't want to miss it. And it's power soaker on the boat. Now, that is the one that you had to have real stamina for. On that particular event, you had to drink about 10 Red Bull to get on that ride because that power soaker does be different. But nevertheless, we jumping out. The 29th is groovy soca on the boat. Well, that's my thing. That's my specialty. I just take my little groove, as a groovy kind of girl. So I on that for sure, 6 to 10. And 30th, the Juve starting on the boat from 12 to 4 p.m. It's Juve. We're talking about powder. We're talking about paint. It's going to be real niceness. You do not want to miss it. You need to be a part of the Embassy Week of Events for Tobago Carnival. Yeah, so for more information, you need to call 281-4723. Tickets are going really fast. Let me tell all you one time. So I'm doing you a courtesy call by telling you in advance so you can get your tickets. For more information, call 281-4723 or 363-4030. That's 363-4030 or 368-1932. That's 368-1932. Embassy Cruises for bookings on Facebook or embassycruises@gmail.com in order to get some more information. I tell you, we're going to have ourselves a time on that boat. It's Embassy Cruises as they, in collaboration with Bago Bashment, get ready for Tobago's first carnival. While I'm at it and I'm talking about Bago Carnival, let me take this opportunity to show all you what Mr. Bago has been up to. Mr. Bago has been busy like a bee making carnival costume. And she wants you guys to know that when you come into Tobago to play mass, you need to check her out. She not making joke. Mr. Bago in this thing to win it. And she has already been working on my costume. It's feather and beads on the road. I have absolutely no behavior. When you see I hit that road for Tobago's Carnival. So let me just give you guys a sneak peek one time. If you want to see it, get on the live real quick. Get on Facebook, get on YouTube, and get in the session. Because Mr. Bago is out. So she wants us to see what she's been up to. I think I might have to zoom in this in, Mr. Bago. I didn't know how to zoom this in. So this was the official launch of Bago Carnival. People portraying Mr. Bago's costume on the stage. They had a time enjoying themselves. Yeah. Mr. Bago and them gets on real bad. Let me see if I can get some bigger photos for you guys, because this ain't cutting it. All right, yes, so this is it right here, people. This is it right here. Let me just move this one here. All right, okay, come back here. So this is what Mr. Bago's costumes look like. Don't forget, feel free to get registered. Her costume is really reasonable. So you're looking at it here. It's payment plan, for Marcelin Ned and Associates. This is what her costumes are looking like. It's a front liner for $1,500. Now tell me, in which universe you could get a carnival costume for $1,500 TT? No, you go ahead, I'll wait. Nowhere in the world except with Marcelin Ned and Associates. Yeah? So this is what her costumes look like. There is a payment plan. It's first payment $500, second payment $500, third payment $500, and all fees are to be paid no later than October 23rd. Female options is high waist. Mr. Bego is a high waist kind of girl, eh? I had too much hips to be wearing low waist. I just want you to know that one time. She says bodysuits in high waist panty, cheeky panty, tongues. I cannot do tongues, Mr. Bego. Don't even ask me. And wire bra, optional. Make sure I have a wire bra, eh? These double D's had to hold on the road, Mr. Bego. So for more information, you need to call 868-752-5326. That's 752-5326. Or 734-1770. That's 734-1770. And she's not finished yet. This is what it's looking like. Yeah. She getting on, man. Marcelin Ned and Associates. This is what their costumes looking like. Front line, of course, is where I'm going to be. Includes the tiara, the necklace, the bra, high waist panty, feathers for the foot piece, and feathers for the back piece, yeah? So you need to call Mr. Bego and get yourself in a frontline section one time. Let you know you're getting in the frontline section. Okay, but we're Shorty. Shorty on the radio. Yes, and now talking about Tobago Carnival. I will call you when I go for my break. Saturday, and you ain't send my ticket yet? Young brother by you, and you ain't send my ticket? All right, well, I'm on the radio now, so organize my ticket now, Shorty. I come in. I will call you when I go for my break. That's Shorty out there in Mason Hall. He has an event going down this weekend as well. I tell you, I had Tobago lock, you know. Nothing to go on the island without my consent. Men, you are not left out. You are not left out, men. So these are the male costumes, right? The men getting their headband, their neck piece, their arm piece, their shorts, and their foot piece. Don't forget, it's music, drinks, eats, and vibes. Marcelin Ned and Associates on Instagram, or call 752-5326, or call 734-1740. Yeah, so don't forget to get in on all the action. We're going to be having ourselves a time on the road in Tobago with Marcelin Neds and Associates. Let me see where's the Shorty sent me here now. He having an event this weekend. Big up Shorty and the entire crew out there in Mason Hall. Shorty, big up your whole self. Let me see where's this where Shorty sent me here. So I know Shorty Promotions is getting ready to have an event this weekend. And I think it's a video. So let me send it over here. All right, Shorty, I go play your video. Hold your head. Just make sure you have accommodation and ticket for man in the dance. All right, let me see here. Hold on. Come back here. Right. I think this is Shorty's video here. Let me open it up and play it for you guys. Right. So this is going down this weekend in Tobago. Get ready as Shorty Promotions presents.
17th, this Saturday, Tobago. It's all about Dengole. Place I go mad on it. Every girl make sure to run out, come out, skin out, dash out. Because I had to make you feel it. Young brother will be live and alive, DJ RT. Say don't know the thing going, you dig? Every girl make sure and be there. Don't you know what you do to me? Every time you is heaven on earth, I know. You dig? Mad.
Get yourself Shorty Promotions. Young Brother and Ding Dong is going to be on the inside this Saturday at Mason Hall. So the entire Tobago crew, much love to you guys. So much to discuss today, people. Where to begin? Just like yesterday, I found myself sitting patiently in front of Watson Duke's Facebook page. Has anyone found themselves doing that, or is it just me? I have a hard time pulling myself away from looking at Watson Duke's Facebook page. And the reason for doing so is that Watson Duke has been extremely quiet since Fali Chavez I dare you, Augustine, gave Watson Duke an ultimatum, letting Watson Duke know, call or no confidence if your name man. And if I lose, I go. But if you call it and you lose, demit office, or I will remove you. Watson Duke is yet to be seen or heard since that proposal was given. Now, information reaching us is Watson Duke is back in Tobago. Like I say, I only hearing, don't quote me. You know, some only like to quote me. And when all you done, you're dragging me all over social media, talking about Aisha eyes blind and Aisha need cookie eye and they need to go to Roxborough. And no, I'm telling all what I hear. That he's back in Tobago and he's on the ground, walking his constituency, gathering support. Support for what I don't know. Whether he intends to go forward with a no confidence motion, we wait to see. But one can't deny that Watson Solomon Duke has gone completely silent on the issue. Today, on every single media house, from captain to cook, the headline went as follows. Where is your motion? Show me your motion. All you know that song? There's a brown girl in the ring, la 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 la. Show me your motion. Well, all right, yeah. And the question on everyone's lips is, do you think a motion of no confidence in THA Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is justified? I'm going straight to the phone lines. You need to give me your answer, yes or no. You've been following the passa from last week. It is almost 7 days a couture. If Watson Duke decides to call a no confidence motion in Farley Chavez Augustine, is it justified? Straight to the phone lines I shall go. Numbers to call 3420081, 3420081, 771-1791. That's also our WhatsApp number. And 4665391.
And will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Let's go, you're live.
Yeah, Aisha, like already Kamala rest girl. Oh, God.
And Kamala is not relevant. We discussing Tobago issue central. How Kamala reaching this? Only always washing everything like salt. Okay, we give her a rest for the week. We talking about something else. You calling to remind me that we ain't talking about Kamala. Kamala not important. We talking about important matters. Caller, you live?
Hi, Jen, good afternoon.
How you doing, love?
Hi, David. You know, that must come to them. They pick up a skeleton, vanilla is a skeleton. You can't pick up skeleton and come out good. Kamala make for top in a skeleton. So that's why that's not Duke. I want none of them to think they do over and they pay and get back their space and thing and they come and them hurt. And then they go to hurt. Yeah, what they hurt, I want to feel good. They feel hurt right now, all of them sick mood. They all the Toyota man, all of them feeling sick. I want none of them get back there. Bring back Chelsea.
Thank you so much, Uncle.
Yeah.
So I'm reading your comments as you send them. Somebody say yes because the word on the ground is the PDP is not keeping its elections promises 9 months later. Send your comments. I'm taking them. Do you think if a no confidence motion is brought against the THA Chief Secretary, if it's justified? All right. Let me say information also reaching us. And this is unconfirmed reports. Standing to be corrected reports, alleged to have happened reports. It have bacchanal in the UNC camp. Centrally, I'm going to talk about UNC. Let me give you a plug. It have bacchanal in the UNC camp following this debacle involving the Deputy Chief Secretary and the Secretary. Alleged reports are that a certain smoothie mean call no name with no warrant, no name, no warrant, a certain smoothie gave a certain man $20 million, million dollars to campaign in the last THA elections. Now, unconfirmed reports are that this certain man only spent $3 million and pocketed $17 million. On the premise that if you win, X, Y, and Z would have been the outcome. 9 months later, contractors not getting what they were promised, all falling down, people in Trinidad cussing for the $17 million that they gave people allegedly in Tobago to make up $20 million, of which 3 alone, according to them, was spent in the election and 17 went missing. Bacchanal now, contractors in Trinidad calling a certain smoothie to get back the money. Anyway, as I said, it is alleged. The lines are open. Me taking your calls. I tell all of this thing has so many different parts. I don't even know how to finish tell all of the parts to this thing. This thing like a puzzle. Every time you put it together and you spin around, so you realize the piece just not fitting. Caller, you live?
Aisha.
Good afternoon.
I hear talking about boat ride and whatnot thing. You inviting over the carnivals? I remember over the carnivals saying they're hungry and people hungry or something.
In Tobago, so anybody who in Tobago could go?
No, about over the Carney Bridge.
Okay.
They're saying the whole of Trinidad hungry, so where they will get money to go boat ride and whatnot thing. People like Central and Penal and all of them, so they're saying the whole of Trinidad hungry.
All right, I understand. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, if them was going boat ride, I wasn't going to boat ride with Penal and Central. Caller, you live?
Yes, Aisha. So long I'm trying to get in your program.
Yes,
so
the
many people calling at
busy. The lines just be busy. Go ahead, lover.
Yes. Well, this whole thing with Duke, I think Fally played him from the beginning. I think Fally put him right where he wanted to be. Fally is much wiser than Duke in terms of his strategies. He set up Duke. Duke played right into Fally's hands. Now, the whole executive that Fally's heading realizes and don't know that Duke and them trying to make the PDP into Azamoka. Green outside, yellow inside. But Fally and them don't want that. Fally's executives, like they are seeing that, and they are seeing it blatant with the last debacle with this New York, the last trip with
So basically, to answer the question, you're saying that the no confidence motion, if brought against the chief secretary, is justified?
Well, for me, it's not justified, but
right.
You could try and bring the no confidence motion. But what I'm saying to you is the executive that is in place now in the CHA now, right, with all the secretaries, Tobagonians do not want a Trinidad to be a proxy. And they don't want to have UNC in the background running them. And they just talk about the $20 million that jumping up in Silban and Tobago, the animal only spent $3 million on the campaign, right? Whoever that person is.
Right. We don't know who that person is, don't forget.
We don't know who that person is, right? But I suspect I know who it is, right? He probably want to be a king, but he probably is still a duke, right? But we don't know exactly who it is.
No, I don't know who's that at all.
Me don't know neither. But when you play with people money like that, this is Trinidad, you know. All kind of strange things happen to you and you end up dead. Yes, and so whoever dealing with the people money better be very, very careful.
I tell all you right now, they say that her cussing in the UNC camp from contractors who spend the money and in seaweed gone yet, and all you're talking about mashing up.
That same person, while he was head of the PSA, he had a bodyguard, and I used to wonder, why does this man have to have a bodyguard and he's just a union leader? He's the only union leader in Trinidad who have a driver, an armed driver, an armed guard that is home and go to park. He is the only union leader I know that have armed bodyguards. Right? I don't know if he feels he's a prime minister or something when he was in PSA, but it's because of the dealings and the shady people you're hanging around with and the shady dealings you're having. Right? So when you live like that, you must want to have bodyguards to protect your back. And when you want to do that now on a state level now and hide behind THA, one day come go thing. And if he brings that no confidence motion, I am confident he will fail because, as I said earlier, the people in the Tobago House of Assembly and the people in Tobago do not want outside influence in the background, and that is what Duke represents. Duke represents the UNC, and everybody knows this. He feels people don't understand that, but people know that. And once they realize, hey, he really deals with the UNC, he's a UNC plant inside a year to get things to the UNC, get things to the UNC. So, yeah, what? We go push you out of the party. Even though you form the party, you bring the idea, right? We will take your party and we go run with it. Because all this $40,000 bacchanal, and I sit down and listen to voice of a fellow up in New York there that is posted on Facebook. And I am shocked and appalled because this thing did not reach there. But it's because two men are in one hole. You understand? Let that person go ahead and let him go ahead and see where he will reach. Because when he reach and he's out in the cold, and he is out in the cold, you will see what them people that from China will give him that $20 million will do with him. We'll watch and we will see. We'll read about him. Right? So I wish him all God's grace, but unfortunately you cannot deal with people on that level.
Thank you so much, honey. Let me play this one. I wonder if I could refresh all your memory with this. Hold on. I want to refresh all your memory. Last year, I catch myself in the middle of a bacchanal, and I want you guys to remember this. Tell me if all you remember this.
What PNM who are coming across in Tobago, please do not come across in Tobago and interfere with our elections. Please do not interfere with Tobago elections. I'm calling upon the PNM in Trinidad. I'm calling upon Aisha Wells. You have no business in Tobago. Stay out of Tobago's election. Let the people of Tobago think for themselves. And to Tracy and Joel Jack, stop using government funds for campaigning. I want to say to them clearly, you must hear it. Or stop using government funds as if it was campaign funds. You're all of a sudden, everything wants fixing a long time. You're not rushing to fix things because the election is on the heel. People tell me they're giving out food card as if it is what? As if it's what? As if it's nothing. Not even water. Because water scarce. Water scarce. I'm going to say water scarce. They give out food card as if it is wind. Everywhere. Even the dog and all get food card. Everybody getting food card now. Everybody getting food card. They're giving it out. They want to come and fix this, fix that, fix this. I'm saying, is it that you're using government funds for campaigning? Why you didn't do it before? They want to pave every single road now, fix every pothole. Why are they doing it now? Stop using government funds for campaigning. That's my stick to them. And the PDP will represent Tobago.
Let me play that again from the top. Papa. Is how they tell me to stay out of Tobago election. Aisha Wells, stay in Trinidad. Okay, look me in Trinidad now, still minding Tobago people business because all falling down. I had to play that from the top again. I walk all the way down memory lane today. Somehow I just always end up in the middle of a bacchanal. That is why I tell Pastor Google, leave me. You're telling me, Pastor Google, when neighbor house on fire, Aisha wet you. Oh, the Bible say you must not rejoice at the downfall of your enemies. Google, you're a righteous man and God bless you. But me ain't reached that level of righteousness yet. I am still a heathen, Google, and I am praying to God to change. But for now, let me laugh. Let me laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Let me laugh, Google. Because when they was coming for me, who stand up in my defense? Take a listen again, Trinidad and Tobago.
What PNM who are coming across in Tobago, please do not come across in Tobago and interfere with our elections. Please do not interfere with the Tobago elections. I'm calling upon the PNM in Trinidad. I'm calling upon Aisha Wells. You have no business in Tobago. Stay out of Tobago's election. Let the people of Tobago think for themselves. And to Tracy and Joel Jack, stop using government funds for campaigning. I want to say to them clearly, you must hear it. Or stop using government funds as if it was campaign funds. You all of a sudden, everything wants fixing a long time. You're now rushing to fix things because the election is on the heel. People tell me they're giving out food card as if it is what? As if it's what?
Water.
As if it's nothing.
I think water.
Not even water. Because water scarce. Water scarce. I would say water scarce. They're giving out food card as if it is wind everywhere. Even the dog and all get food card. Everybody getting food card now. Everybody getting food card. They're giving it out. They want to come and fix this, fix that, fix this. I'm saying, is it that you're using government funds for campaigning? Why you didn't do it before? They want to pave every single road now, fix every pothole. Why are they doing it now? Stop using government funds for campaigning. That's my stick to them. And the PDP will represent Tobago.
Yes. Who using campaign funds now? You damn sure ain't me. But I want to let you know that Psalms 91 verse 8 says, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. So let me laugh. Ha, ha, ha. The lines are open. Let's go. Caller, you live.
Hi, sister.
Hey, how you doing, my dear brother?
Not too bad. I'm alive. Somewhat ashamed and embarrassed.
Embarrassed?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed. You know why? What people are saying, when you see in the daytime, you don't take flambeau to look for it in the night. Because you know why? The Prime Minister, when he was the opposition leader, and we still didn't learn, said to the present opposition leader when she was Prime Minister, you see that man you're picking there to put in the parliament, have some records about him. Like Jack Warner, like the man who meet the man in the airport. And they say, no, don't study that. We keep in Jack. And they kept Jack. Spend Jack money. And when they're done, they throw out Jack. Jack go and clear your name and come back. Jack do so and form a party. Win Shogunas. The first black man to win an East Indian community. Well, they fight that. When he lost the seat, you know what she tell him? The green man gone. The green man gone. And it is the same thing happening here, you know. There was warned about the conduct. Because we're stopping the same lady who had the problem now, she's in America, who called the lady who was balancing the night. But they still use the lady address to use in the customs in the airport to land in the U.S. And the same lady who tell me about a man who's a rapist, lineman with a rapist, Aisha Wells. And the Prime Minister, present Prime Minister, was never drawn before the court on allegations of sexual harassment. The man who is the Chief Secretary at Tobago is before the court on charges of sexual harassment, not so? Morality. So Farley now realize that here we're going on, I hanging out with a group of crooks because here we're going on, there's a conversation months ago that businessmen in Trinidad leaving Trinidad and go to Tobago and get contracts. That was an argument how many months ago? A lady come out just recently to tell me that Farley giving out contracts and getting kicked back. And so I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry for me. I'm sorry for my country, you know. Morality is only work for the PNM. And so these people have, so Farley now go some testicular fortitude because he don't want to lose the BMW and to get up in the morning and a man make breakfast and pull out your robe and pull out your... He didn't want to lose that. So he now go some balls to fight to stand up against you. So let me see if he have, as I outlined it today, if he have 8 or 9 people out of the 14 or 15 to support him and how much Duke has. So let me see how this is, what child this is going to produce, because 9 months I'm waiting to see what I'm going to get. I'll already get about $400,000 and nobody can tell me where my money gone yet. father get to understand, I pay a man 9,000. I wonder if I pay interest on that 9,000 US. So I say if I work out the ticket, because they move on 36 to 26. So if I work out the ticket, it's 160,000. If I work out the 9,000 US at 10 to 1, it's $100,000. So that's $260,000 I shall out of 400,000. I still have $140,000 to come for. You can agree with that, God? Enjoy the evening, sister.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And to let you guys know, and to respond to Joyce Phillip on YouTube, 462 people on YouTube, and 505 on Facebook. I am not hearing the UNC on this issue at all. How you could I hear the UNC? How? When the plan was for the UNC to sit down and allow the bacchanal to happen in Tobago to push the PNM out, so they could have assured an alliance whenever they needed it. And somebody would have benefited from the PDP distancing themselves from Kamla. Mind you, the PDP didn't distance themselves from the UNC. Understand the difference. The PDP, while campaigning in Trinidad, distanced themselves from Kamla. So now, bacchanal in the camp, and people can deliver on the promises after money pass. It's bacchanal silently in the UNC camp. Real man now had to come up with money to give back people, because money done spent and all falling down. Me, I just drink water and mind my business. Robert, I can get a bottle of water, please. I'm thirsty. I'm going to go to the voice notes. Good afternoon, I'll come back to that. A call came in. Caller, you live?
Yes, I'm listening from on this side here in Tobago, and I am wondering sometimes the kind of half-truths and so on that is presented on this program. When you say use public funds to campaign, is it they use public funds? As far as I know.
First of all, what are you speaking about?
Wait, your earlier contribution would have...
What earlier contribution?
You said that they're using funds for campaigning.
Did I say people using funds for campaigning?
You say who using funds now?
I say who using public funds now. That is what I said. You're referring to?
And public funds are used to sporting groups. All I know all the years in Tobago, cultural groups and sporting groups are given money to go abroad. I've seen it happen many years.
So what about that? What about that I said was incorrect? That you had to come here to tell me about I saying misinformation. What misinformation did I say?
The way in which you try to present it is as though funds are not given to groups and to...
Did I say that?
No,
but because you slow in assessing what it is I say, you feel you could come here and play smart.
No, you are playing smart.
I am playing smart. If I have something to say, I think you listening to this show long enough, you know I would say it.
Yeah, but what I say is that understand there, and many times you come across very misleading. And those things as accurate and truthful as they are.
So somebody send you to frustrate me today, hour?
No, I'm
it's selling good enough because you locked on every single day to hear what I say.
No, not every day.
All right, well, you locked on today.
Yeah, I'm listening today.
All right, well, go ahead.
I know that you'll be having a field day.
And you ain't just locked on, you're using your money to call too, so go ahead.
Yeah, no problem with that. Yeah, I'm contributing to nation building. We are all part of the country and we have a right to...
Why don't you call us and tell us about the bacchanal that's happening in the THA? You call to talk about where I see. Tell me what's going on the island now and the future Tobagonians.
It is clear to see what is going on. What I'm saying, many half-truths are being presented around that issue because I know that...
You could only say what is in the public domain, sir.
Would have cleared up how much funds were spent on tickets and contributions to the hotel and so on, and they show how the money was used. Yet people are asking where the money gone and so on. It is clear that it was... In fact, there was a program that the Chief Secretary won yesterday. I wonder if you listen to that program on I-95.5. Chief Secretary was, he could go back and listen to that program. And
I listened to the program from beginning to end.
Right, so then there's clarity on how the funds were spent. So there's no question where the funds...
Who was debating about how the funds were spent? Who debated that?
Yeah, but what I'm saying again, the way you all presented it is not...
Sir, you call me to give me a lesson in language or something?
No, because I know that is what sells your program, and to hype the people up and to have the...
Well, it working because of how you here.
For the bacchanal.
Well, you here. You here for the bacchanal.
Yeah? So,
yeah.
You know, I listen to all programs all over the country.
Well, all right. Well, I had to go. I go in for a break. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the call. We're going to go for a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. The Queen of Talk is in the building. I'm going to play voice notes when we return.
I don't want to leave you on top that horse. I need you to come down here for me now. She only claiming she rocking with boss, but courts on the hunt to take back the cow. She feels she too nice. She no link with man with no drive. Come down from there, baby. Come down from there, baby. Take me through with advice. Them girl wrong, they not nice. Come down from there, baby. Come down from there, baby. I just want to warn you before you mix in what don't concern you. You walk voodoo just to thief people, man. Now the people, man, them the warrior. On the IG post, you look nice. 1 million followers, 1 million likes. A zillion long tongue, ring one tongue, girl, you know every song.
At Land Capital Certificates, we provide opportunities for your money to make money. We all know saving is important, but saving alone won't get you to your financial goals. And let's face it, the bank doesn't have your best interest in mind. So this is your wake-up call. Do you have $1 million saved? Then contact us today. Sponsor Limited. Call 324-LENN. That's 324-LENN.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Good about I'm looking like it real bad.
Are you? The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. You don't know.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. to the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You, and every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All Night Prayer Live, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com. Reggae Rock Sundays featuring MC Duke and Selector Kutchi present Reggae and Rockers. On board the Embassy Yacht on September 24th, Republic Night. Boarding 10 p.m. and sailing at 11 p.m. at the Hyatt Waterfront in Port of Spain. Get your reggae groove on. With top DJs, Selector Kutchi, Bruce Wayne, TC, and Heavy Duty. Early bird tickets cost $150. After that, you pay more, $175. For tickets, call Selector Kutchi at 777-7909 and MC Duke at 349-4121. Reggae and Rockers Republic Night. No oversized schoolers allowed. Don't miss it.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle Tuesday morning from 11:05 to 12 noon. Right here on the street, 919 FM.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy. Wow. Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinal Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp at 309-4697 or 620-9379.
Good about that looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion, leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy, leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it's on to it.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Come down, Stacy. Come down. I don't want to leave you on top that horse. I need you to come down here for me now. She only claiming she rocking with boss, but courts on the hunter take back the cow. She feels she too nice. She don't link with man with no drive. Come down from there, baby. Come down from there, baby. Take me through with advice. Them girl wrong, they did not nice. Come down from there, baby.
Aisha, good afternoon. Now we know that the chant way Watson Duke has been chanting with these people, with the followers all the time. PDP or nothing. Well, we live in to see the chant, because if you really check it out and you look at what's going on right now in Tobago, it's like the PDP trying to take everything from the little money where they have there, so that it wouldn't have nothing. So he kind of correct. PDP or nothing.
Some of them stush, they don't want to flex. They stand up like mannequin in defect. Well, me as I see them, I just get vexed. Cause some of them feel like looking for sex. I wonder who next.
Good afternoon, Aisha. Hey, stupid man. Leave Aisha Wells alone now. She intelligent and she know what she's saying. And she don't have to tell we, you know. We know what she's saying is truth. Leave your man alone now. All your men so... Listen, all you know, man, you know. All you is man. That is what all you are. You guys and them, but it's a song so stupid, a man coming on the radio to argue with a woman. What's wrong with you, man? Find yourself now. Look at yourself in the mirror and see what you look like. Take out all your clothes and watch in front of the mirror and see what you look like. Stupid, man. You're stupid.
Police.
Aisha Wells, good evening again. You're going on. So, you talk about a 20 million, right? And allege. And 17 disappear, allege. You know, I was doing a little calculation days now with $400,000 plus $417,000 and 50 cents, right? $417.50. And I was wondering, you know, looking at, if you get 27 people, something like $5,000, they will feel happy because they in Brooklyn and they want to play a little mass and thing. You understand? Calculate that and see how much is that missing. I gone.
Oh, let's see how bad my man and them is going for me. Where you living, I done say happy birthday to Keon since I started the show. Like you tune in later, what? And now sending my sister a little voice note here. She telling me send happy birthday to my cousin. Where she wasn't even listening to the show from its beginning. Auntie Jasmine, I will message you after, my love. Tori tick. So, while all you sit down there studying Fali Chavez Augustine, he had a meeting today. According to this release, the finance minister meets with Chief Secretary for Tobago House of Assembly. And it's today, September 14th, 2022. The Honorable Calm Imbe, AG, Prime Minister, and Minister of Finance, that's all the roles he's taking on right now, met with the Honorable Fali Augustine, Chief Secretary and Secretary for Finance, Trade and the Economy, Tobago House of Assembly, to discuss the budgetary allocation for THA's fiscal year 2023. According to the press release, The Minister of Finance and the Chief Secretary, along with executives from the Ministry of Finance and Tobago House of Assembly, held a productive and cordial financial discussion. Executive from Tobago's House of Assembly, including Ethlon John, Chief Administrator, Ms. Nikisha Otley, Administrator for Division of Finance, Trade and the Economy, Mr. Anselm Richards, Chief Technical Advisor for the Division of Finance, Trade and the Economy, and Mrs. Petelan Roberts, Chief Management Accountant, Office of the Chief Secretary. Executive from the Ministry of Finance included Mrs. Suzette Taylor-Leachy, Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Sherian Leger, Director for the Budget Division, Ms. Karen Chung, Assistant Director for Budgets, and Ms. Rachel Armstrong, Budget Manager, and Ms. Nakisha Batiste, Budget Manager Analysis. And this is just a little meeting as to how things go down. The budget is getting ready. We're almost there. Budget is on the way. And Mr. Chief Secretary has a lot to say to the government about what Tobago wants. Let's hope Tobago get what Tobago wants. So while bacchanal happening left, right, and center, Fali is getting down to the business of the THA. You could throw me out here, you could throw me out there, you could put me out of the party, but you can't put me out the seat. I'm not moving. I'm going to play some voice notes. Let's get it on.
Aisha, good afternoon. I'm enjoying your program. But Daddy real good, Aisha. Daddy called to tell you how you selling your program. Daddy, I feel Daddy was some loving, you know. Oh, I had to laugh, yes, Aisha.
Tell Daddy wherever they drop him, let him stay. Eh? Me not pick him up. Me not pick him up at all.
Aisha, good afternoon. I've been saying for the longest while, the vehicle to win UNC the election is Duke. And I listen to Tabakis and oh boy, and them. They're trying to see if they could bring that bridge back together. They're trying to build a Bailey Bridge, but I don't know if that will work. They're in a big problem now, you know. Because if this thing mash up with Duke and Fali, UNC they might have to go and look for Philip Alexander.
Yeah, I hear he getting people to get a house and all kind of thing. I hear he operating like a loan shark. Me, you know that true? I just only hear these things.
Or Gigi. That two Tobago seat have them in a problem, you know. So people just listen carefully and understand what's going on.
Afternoon, Aisha. To the caller who said he used to question why Massa Firstborn always have bodyguards. Remember, he have high aspirations. He don't want the THA, the Chief Secretary stupidness. He wants to be Prime Minister, so he getting himself in the groove now to always have bodyguards and things. Yeah? It's Aisha, I think it was Skippy working with you that morning. You and Skippy gave that man blessings. I don't know if you remember that when he was going up for PSA election, he could come on this station. They like come and play this tune like you can't and all kind of thing for him. He ain't grasp that blessing at all, you know.
You like trying to forget that.
I sure there's for the man who called to defend it just now. Sing for your supper, sing for your supper, sing, sing, sing for your supper. That is exactly what he's singing like to me.
You like trying to forget that. And yes, it was me and Skippy the day when he come quite here, when he had aspirations to run for PSA president. And Skippy gave him the candle and anoint him and all of that back, and I'll beat him with cookie, broom and all kind of thing. Angie, don't forget, Gil, that was many moons ago. That may have been 2011, if memory serves me right. Guys, before we go any further, I would like to acknowledge the homegoing service for Brother Carl. If you're live on Facebook and YouTube now, you would see Brother Carl's obituary and information about his funeral. It's live right now on my Facebook page. And again, I want to thank his daughter, Candice Daniel, for for reaching out to me and listeners of my program in order to cordially invite us to be a part of Brother Carl's homegoing service. Those of you who remember Brother Carl, he was fondly remembered as the Manifesto Man. When Brother Carl first was introduced to Radioland, it was on this program. He was a regular caller to the Gladiator show. And I brought Brother Carl on radio, and from since then, Brother Carl really was very, very adamant about a better Trinidad and Tobago. And he talked about a manifesto that he did, and he gave it to Winston Ducaran, and he never saw his manifesto again because somebody broke in his car and stole his manifesto. Believe it or not, that was Brother Carl's story, and he stuck to it. All these years, he had me looking for this missing manifesto. There was flyers all over St. Augustine of where he was parked at the time. People would have looked for the briefcase or the manifesto. And he is insisting that it was a government minister who take the manifesto, because he said everything that the governments, both UNC and PNM, carried out over the years from his missing manifesto was played out in policy. So Brother Carl has gone on to meet the Lord. Hopefully they'll do a manifesto together there. And his homegoing service for Carl Lloyd Daniel, a.k.a. Brother Carl, is September the 16th, 2022. It's a Sunday. Hold on, let me make sure. Because the daughter sent me back a message telling me about that. Let me read her message properly, and give you the right information. Right. So she says the date was wrong. It is Friday, not Sunday. Okay, so it's Friday. Friday coming is Brother Carl's funeral. It's September the 16th, 2022. Viewing starts from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. And the service starts promptly at 9:30 a.m. on Friday. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be giving one of the address to the funeral. Brother Tabakit, the national awardee, Demorius Horsley, is also carded to speak at Brother Carl's funeral as one of his radio colleagues. And the location is Lee's Funeral Home, 50 Eastern Main Road in St. Augustine. And the burial is Tunapuna's Public Cemetery. There's going to be a live link for YouTube streaming. I'm going to get the link the day before the service. So on Thursday evening on my show, I'm going to place the link in the comment section. If I don't place it personally, I'm going to let the Street 919 FM admin pin it in the comment section. For those of you who want to go back on the Thursday show, click the link to view the funeral live on Friday. They blocked my Facebook page again. Them heifers and them always reported me to Mark Zuckerberg. I kind of tired of he too, so I take a break. So I can't post or comment on Facebook at the moment. I am blocked for a few more days. So I can't post the link on my official Facebook page, but I can post it, or let 919 post it in the comment section on the Thursday show. Brother Carl is going to meet the Lord. Condolences to Brother Carl's family. He was a good one. He was missed. And he used to say, Trinidad. He never said Trinidad. He said Trinidad. Trinidad. And he called me the prophet of talk radio. And that name meant a lot to me over the years, because plenty things that I see really come to pass. So, my goodness, Brother Carl, we are going to miss you. We're going to miss you. Tabaki, they ask you to keep your speech to no longer than 10 minutes. Tabakis, I'm telling you in advance, they're saying the funeral have to finish promptly at the time allotted for them to make it to the cemetery. You can't stand up and give a speech for 12 hours, Tabakit. So cut your speech down, Tabakit, to 10 minutes or less. I'm playing your voice notes.
Brother, Aisha is a talk show host. You can't say what we should talk about and what we shouldn't talk about. Right? Like you're cocoa in the sun or what? Aisha talk, we listening to you. We backing you. Trinidad and Tobago, all you wanted C-section and you wanted C-section from Duke. We locked in and listening, Aisha. You bold, you're disrespectful, you're dishonest boy.
Thank you so much. And yes, Melissa Matthews, Brother Carl's brother was Adolphus Daniel, infamous Adolphus Daniel, who died during the pandemic. I'm not sure if he died during the pandemic or before, but it was recent. And the infamous Adolphus Daniel is Brother Carl's brother. That is so true. You have a good memory.
Google, good afternoon. Precious, good afternoon. Aisha, good afternoon. It is alleged that the black vehicles and them who was across, they was driving up and down. All you remember, Aisha, good afternoon again. Is it alleged that somebody was supposed to collect some land or some kind of thing? I don't know, I asking.
Aisha Wells, good afternoon. What I want to find out is, if Watson kick out Farley from this party, what's going on with Farley? What is happening there?
Just want to warn you, before you mix in would to concern you. You walk voodoo just to thief people.
Good afternoon, Aisha Wells. If it is today in the house, locked on and listening. Aisha, I have to tell you this afternoon, I feel asylum with my boy Duke. I want to bust the mark as yet, Aisha, but all I want you to know is today in the house and asylum with the officer Duke. I go check back.
So why people messaging me to ask me how come Brother Carl's colleague on 104.7, Mikey K, Andy Williams and Lennox Smith not speaking at Brother Carl's funeral? I don't know. The last time Brother Carl was on radio, he wasn't by 91.9, you know. Brother Carl was over there by them. They had Brother Carl coming and saying down for hours in the program and giving Brother Carl 5 minutes to talk. When he come, they cutting him off. Brother Carl, you're talking too long. He sit down there with Brother Khaled and he can't say nothing. Had the man walking up and down with placard when they going all about a protest with pushback, pushback, pushback. The man got sick. He got sick. You think them didn't know he did dead? Them didn't know Brother Carl died. They know Brother Carl died when I said it on this show. The next day, you know what they do? They run quietly on their program to do damage control. Oh, Brother Carl dead, and I didn't know when he was sick, and condolences to Brother Carl family, me and Lennox Smith and them. Where was the support for Brother Carl when he was alive? Only had the man sit down in the studio from Sunday to Sunday and only gave him 5 minutes to talk and cutting him off and giggling him and have him down like though he's a madman. But all they want to know why nobody in Paul down to speak in Brother Carl's funeral. Because Brother Carl family don't acknowledge all you. Brother Carl family respects the Queen of Talk because it's here Brother Carl started on radio. The only reason why Brother Carl and me crossed paths was because Brother Carl was anti-PNM. And of course, you know, PNM is my party. So I wasn't entertaining the conversation of him coming here to talk against the PNM. So he pick up with them over there. But they never like Brother Carl. That's why they didn't know about his funeral. Call her your life. I just talk the truth.
Oh gosh, yes, I think it. The bus the market, the bus. Nobody did not know, Brother
They did not know as I said it.
The bus the market, yes, you did, but I did not know. Nobody did not know.
How all you gonna know? All you had him up and down with the pushback, a set up placard, and all you don't know the man dead?
I will come on radio 1 minute. They give him
2 minutes to talk. Talk quick, Brother Carl. Talk quick, talk quick. That's what he used to be doing, the man.
Oh my God. Aisha, let me say my condolences go out to Brother Carl's family at this time. May God make them find peace and heart to mourn the next few days until Brother Carl goes on. Aisha, I know you're going to represent us well at that funeral. I also hear the tablet will be there. Right, I know you're going to pray and ring that bell, so Tabakido also good to represent.
Once
us well.
Tabakido catch power and he talk for less than 10 minutes, me and he go no problem.
But you might have to go and put him up on the stage, you know. Because when Tabakido talk, you might say, here we go. So people ready to go. Aisha Wells, as you know, I call once a day on your program here. And yesterday, after I call, I sit down to listen the program and listen to hear all who calling after. Aisha, I want to tell tall man this, back down. I want to tell tall man, back down. Leave Wall Street alone. You do not know what Wall Street is doing. Leave eye on Wall Street side. Tall man, I want to tell you back down, Where you come out from? You come out to attack Wall Street for a woman, and you telling Wall Street if he is a man. But what you do yesterday, you do worse than Wall Street, and Wall Street never call no name. You called David name. I listen to Wall Street when Wall Street show his corn and never call no foul. You going to attack Wall Street, boy? You know Wall Street they look to be chain up Laventel, and you gain Anderson. So we must give a child a bag and show it off. You must give a child a tablet and show everybody we give a child a tablet. Come on, what you, with the big contract you have, you're doing well. What do you do for your children for this school term? Come on, so that don't come to attack Wall Street, man. For who? Who are attacking Wall Street for? Who are attacking Wall Street for? It's some worse than Kingsley yesterday. They can't even talk. But they're calling to attack Wall Street. For a jail. For a woman. And you're calling Wall Street all kinds of names because you believe that he attacking a woman. And he buying people fight for them. Wall Street never call no name. Bring the tape. When Wall Street called Aisha's program, and Wall Street said, Juliet, Davey. Aisha said, Wall Street had thought it was me. He never called him. He said talk shows who used to work on this frequency here. And many talk shows used to work on 91.9. You running yesterday. It's with I pick up my phone again. But Anderson calling and they were just so that's why I put on my phone. But I couldn't make it pass. To see you calling to attack Wall Street for helping the people of Laventil. That's what you're attacking Wall Street for? I told man, I warn you, back down, leave Wall Street alone. If somebody on Wall Street have some beef, you need to gain that. They're eating and drinking now. Tell this country, when they was sick, how much money they offer you? Aisha,
I had to go. And listen, if tall man comes to respond to you, I have to allow him, You start
I know about that. But tall man, this is Kingsley. I asked you to back down off a Wall Street. I know before Wall Street, me talk for Wall Street in weeks. Me talk to Wall Street. But I did not like where it do. Right? Where it do yesterday was wrong. Aisha, let me say this as I close. There's people out here who are supporting, because there's many UNC supporters who support Watson Chuk, right? And I want to tell them there's a narrative going around in the camp. Because Farley meet Dr. Rowley, Farley sell out. But I want to tell them this too. Watson Chuk also meet Shamford Kojo and the next MP for Tobago. So Watson Chuk will be sell out too. Because if only I have a narrative, because Aisha, they say the Dr. Rowley is blaming the UNC for its bad governance for the last 7 years in this country. And I can agree with that. But today, we are seeing these spin doctors spray it around, trying to make it look like if I am not people PNM and I am not a PNM. Everybody know that. Ask Jama, I'm a UNC. I went by Jama. I come in a UNC jersey on.
Wait. You went to collect school supplies from Jama in a UNC jersey.
Yes.
You are no shame?
Yes. No, I'm no shame. I'm a proud UNC. Very proud. Very proud. No matter they still leave me and me leave them, Aisha Wells. But the thing is, Aisha Wells, right? When you see these people trying to say that PNN interfered, no. It's one man hungry for power. One man thought that, because I explained to my good friend Wall Street. I said, Wall Street, personal. I said, wasn't you believe that he's the chief secretary? And he put Farley there as a puppet. My good friend said, no. I said, on paper, you are seeing Farley in front. But Watson Duke is the man controlling. But Farley come out, and Farley clear up that Farley let everybody know, I am the man. I am the man in charge. I am the man in charge. And I know today and yesterday was a meeting. And I want to know if Watson Duke attend the Zoom meeting, if he was in the country, out of the country, but it was an open meeting for all the PDB executives to come there. And I also want to know what Farley come up with after and today and yesterday, if he's going to remove Duke from the chief, from the deputy chief secretary. And I want to put up my hand.
Yeah, close now. I had to go.
All right. Tall man. Aisha.
Yes.
I will get ban again, you know. I will get ban again, you know.
Yeah, and they're ready to ban you again.
Tall
and
man.
this time, Kit Scotland can't beg for you.
Aisha, you know I live anyone. I don't afraid ban. Tall man.
Don't start back crying, please. I can't take the crying. All right, guys. I have a staff meeting to attend to in the next minute or so. Yeah, we have our first official staff meeting that I have to attend in a short while. What I can do is take a few more calls before I go for a break and end the show earlier to attend the staff meeting. All right, the show has to end earlier today because I have a staff meeting to attend. Let's take this call. Caller, you live.
Aisha,
Jama,
good afternoon.
This man come in front of your door with a UNC jersey.
I did actually remember what he had on. But when I call him UNC jersey, PNM jersey, PDP jersey, I tell him already it's about the children. It's not about party. Where children is concerned. I have nothing to do where party is concerned. I am a PNM yet, but I don't care if the parents, the children, parents is UNC, PNM, PDP, or what P. I am about children, and I end up helping 10 children. I end up helping 20 children.
Jama, God bless you, but nobody can come in front of my place.
Thank God I could do that. I can do more.
Jersey
it's not
to beg
about
for supplies.
Politics. Let's come to children. Okay? Right.
Thank you, Gemma. Gemma, God bless your soul. But nobody can wear no UNC jersey and come in front of my place to beg for school supplies.
Aisha, you taking in them apologists, Gil? Them apologists. They're not logical thread. Oh my God, Aisha, like we say, it has something called the last laugh. Laugh, Gil?
Speak now or forever, hold your peace. I got to run in a few. Caller, you live.
Hey, guys, good evening. How you doing?
Hey, boyfriend, you good?
Okay, man, maybe I have to be with a check my study with Watson Duke and Farley nonsense. Let me tell you something fast and curious. I tell you never causing the problem. When Farley taking no picture with dignitaries, Duke feelings should have been there. So you don't go behind the post, behind Farley, and he come out in the picture too. And then I remember when he was campaigning, he was pointing his finger at the Minister of Finance and said, coming down for you. And he can't go because it's Farley going. So the whole thing is jealousy. Jealousy. And everybody feel Watson Duke is the man. But Watson could have never win election without party. If Watson was the man in front, they did dead. I tell you that. So when you hear Watson talking and gallerying himself, it's just on stupidness. Good evening.
Tomorrow, right, guys, I have a staff meeting to go to. I humbly apologize for the early end of the program. So I'm going to end the program now. I have a staff meeting to go to. We'll resume tomorrow, same time, same place, and tomorrow we have Len Capital Certificates joining us. So this is where I leave it for this evening. Have a safe one.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.